Anyhow, it's Alex here from ChinaSpeakMethod.com, and I just thought I'll give introduction or a brief about how all ChinaSpeak started, and why I've decided to put a lot of heart and soul into it. So, and then you'll learn how Lloyd inspired the whole ChinaSpeak thing, and how within 30-45 minutes he started to learn how to speak actual Chinese sentences and questions, and without reading or writing anything down. 1 week later, he could remember basically all of it. So we'll cover that a bit later. But it all began around 2001, 2002 when I went to China. So instead of going to Beijing, I went to the wild west of China, which is Xinjiang, Urumqi. And in the wild west of China, I was there teaching English and training teachers to teach with training from Cambridge University. And while I was there, I had a lot of colleagues who spoke English, obviously, from overseas, from England, Canada, Australia, UK, America, the US. And they all wanted to learn how to speak some basic Chinese. So, they did the usual route, right? They went to Xinjiang University to attend the Chinese courses, the Chinese Mandarin courses for foreigners. They tried tutors, girlfriends, that kind of thing, right? And they, by and large, right, they could really use the 3 survival Chinese, which is hello, thank you, and ice cold beer, 冰啤酒, right? So and because we're always hung out together, right? They wanted to learn more Chinese, so I thought, okay, let's give this a go. Because back then I was learning Spanish myself, and in any language course, right, traditional language course, they'll teach you about prepositions, pronouns, conjunctions, adverbs, conjunctions, and all that kind of stuff, right, tenses and all that, and all this grammar. Yes, it was handy, if you're a linguist, but for most of us, we wanted to actually, want to learn how to speak practically and understand people, right? And this is what the guys, my friends, wanted to do. So we're out there, the markets, and at the pubs or the bars there, and teaching them how to start speaking Chinese. So, that I was there for a year and a bit, and then I went back to Sydney to work as a consultant. And while I was over there, I was doing it on the side, helping family and friends who heard about it through word of mouth. And then I got a call, right? And this is where Lloyd comes in, right? I was telling you about, right? I got a call from Lloyd, and didn't know him from from bar soap, right? We haven't met before, and he wanted to learn Chinese. So I thought, okay, sure, now let's meet up for a coffee, and I give you a free brief demo, right? And he said, there's a problem. So okay, what's the problem? And he said, oh, he was in Melbourne, and I was in Sydney, and this was like hundreds and hundreds of kilometers away, right? So okay, so all right, well, we can maybe try something, right? So I wanted to experiment, right? Because then so far it was always face to face. It was never remotely, right? Or a meeting, right? And I thought, okay, let's try this, right? Let's hook up a time and we'll do it over the phone. So we arranged the time, and fast forward, we're there in the session, and I have basically three rules. One is you interact, right? Interact and speak with me, right? And 2, you cannot have any paper in front of you. And 3, you cannot have a pen in your hand at all. Okay, so 3 rules, right? Interact and speak with me, right? Use the imagination. No paper, no pen. Okay, so those are the essential 3 rules. So we started the session, spent around half an hour through it, and then we do revision, right, to see what he understood and what he could say. And he was, after I was asking him, he was umming and ahhing. I was saying, what's going on? This has never happened before, right? And then very briefly in the background, I heard this paper rustling. So I said, Lloyd, are you writing this down? And then he sheepishly said yes. I said, Lloyd, what did we say? 3 rules. Interacting, no pen, no paper. Okay. So, I told him to just check it out, and then we'll start all over again. So he did, right? He promised, right? To check it all out and start all over again, right? And so we went through it again, around 30 minutes to 45 minutes of the lesson. And then by the end of the lesson, revised it. You could start speaking basic sentences and questions, asking basic questions. I said, Lloyd, that's how it works, right? So you let me know whether you want to continue further, and I will leave it at that. So then we hung up, and I did my own thing, busy at work, and I forgot all about it. But lo and behold, a week later, he gave me a call. So Lloyd gave me a call and said, "Hey, Alex, I want to continue these lessons." I said, "Oh, okay." So I asked him. So over the past week, have you written anything down? Nope. Have you have any notes and whatnot? Nope, nothing at all. I said, okay, let's revise. Okay, so what we covered last week. So he didn't write anything down. He wasn't doing any reading or anything, right? No revision or whatnot. And we did a quick revision, right? And essentially, he got 9 out of 10. Correct. He could remember and actually start forming his own sentences and questions without writing anything down, without writing any notes, without reading anything, but through what I call the brain power. Because I use a lot of different techniques to harness our brain, our body, to really have it immersed in him. So Lloyd, thank you, Lloyd, 谢谢你. He was the inspiration behind ChinaSpeak, because I thought if I could help Lloyd, who tried learning Chinese before he went to China, right? And a lot of people who've tried learning, as you can see on the map here, right? A lot of people who've tried learning through DVDs, Chinese courses, tapes, books, and all that, right? All to some degree of success, right? But a lot of them to a large degree of frustration, right? Because they think, oh, Chinese is damn hard. And my parents obviously speak Chinese and teach Chinese. My dad teaches history, ancient history, and calligraphy back in the day, and my mom still right now teaches Chinese in primary school, right? So it really is in the blood, and I feel really sad that people who have the heart like yourself who want to learn Chinese, right? But because of the tools available, are not working out for you. So hence why ChinaSpeak, right? And that's why you can start speaking Chinese in 58 minutes, which is, I guarantee, because I said to people, right? If you go to a course or you buy a book or some learning material from Chinese, right? More often than not, they will not give you a guarantee. And, basically I want you to win. I want you to feel motivated. I want you to see for yourself that you can actually start speaking. This is not impossible at all, as you can see from all these pin dots from students all over the world and in Australia. So that's what ChinaSpeak is about. The mission is to really help you with your kind and generous heart who wants to learn Chinese and connect with Chinese people. Help you start speaking and connecting with your family, friends, business colleagues, partners, whoever it may be. So if you have any questions at all, just feel free to drop me a line. The alex@ChinaSpeakMethod.com, or there's the contact us. And yeah, I'll be looking forward to catching up with you and hopefully speaking with you in Chinese. All right, 再见, see you later.